Imagine you haven't eaten in 2 days. You know exactly where the herd is. You tracked it yesterday. You found the print. You mapped the route in your head. And now all you have to do is get there. And then it starts raining. Not a light drizzle. A heavy soaking wind-driven rain that doesn't stop. It goes all day, then all night. Then the next morning, and it's still going. So now you can't hunt. You can't see tracks because the mud's washed them away. You can't move through the open because wet ground and bare feet on rocky terrain means a twisted ankle. And a twisted ankle out here means death. The river near your camp is rising. And the fire, the one thing keeping you warm, keeping predators away and keeping you alive, is now starting to struggle. Today, when it rains, you close your window, make some coffee, maybe grab a blanket, and open Netflix. For you, rain is just background noise. It makes you feel calm, makes you feel sleepy. But for a human being 50,000 years ago, that same rain, the exact same sound you're falling asleep to, could kill you in 3 different ways before it even stopped. Threat 1. Cold. A wet human loses body heat up to 25 times faster than a dry one. Threat 2. The flood. Most early shelters sat near rivers or hillsides, exactly where flash floods strike hardest. Threat 3. The neighbors you didn't choose. Rain chases predators into the same shelter. In the middle of all that danger, one task outranked everything else: keeping the fire alive. For most of human history, maintaining a fire and creating one from nothing were 2 completely different skill sets. Some groups carried a smoldering ember wrapped in leaves, or packed into a woody fungus that could hold a spark for hours. Otzi the Iceman was found carrying a complete fire-starting kit on his belt: tinder fungus, flint, iron pyrite, and backup plant tinder. Push it deeper into the cave. Shield it with hide. Feed it constantly. Strip birch bark, which contains betulin, a compound that will burn even when wet. That fire wasn't just warmth. It was light, safety, cooked food, and the only social hub the group had. Stone tool fragments litter cave floors in every stage of production. At Blombo's cave, archaeologists uncovered a 100,000-year-old pigment workshop, ochre ground into powder, bone tools used to apply it. Bone needles start showing up around 61,000 years ago, fine, precise tools with tiny drilled eyes. At a Neanderthal site in France, researchers found a tiny fragment of twisted plant fiber cord, the oldest string ever recovered. A 35,000-year-old ivory tool was carved with holes and spiral grooves built specifically for twisting fibers into rope. Rope meant better shelters, snares, traps, tools lashed to handles. At Sabudu Cave, archaeologists found bedding, layers of sedges, rushes, and grasses arranged as sleeping mats. The top layers included leaves known for repelling insects, and the bedding was periodically burned and replaced to keep it clean. The cave paintings at Chauvet, roughly 36,000 years old, show lions, horses, rhinos, and bears rendered with real understanding of anatomy and motion. This art usually isn't near the cave entrance. It's deep, sometimes hundreds of meters through narrow passages, reachable only by crawling. Someone carried a fat-fueled lamp into total darkness to paint there. Confine 15 to 30 people together for days and something happens. They talk. After dark, around the fire, over 80% of conversation shifted to stories, songs, and ceremony. The firelight softened the mood, lowered tension, opened people up. Australian Aboriginal oral traditions describing sea level changes from 7,000 years ago have been checked against the geological record and hold up. Once it stopped, the softened ground held perfect, deep tracks. Rain also meant water. Natural rock basins near ancient campsites collected it. Termites swarm after rain in tropical Africa, delivering a dense hit of protein with no tools required. So what did ancient humans do when it rained all week? Everything that mattered. And when the rain finally broke, they stepped out onto soft ground covered in perfect tracks and went straight back to work. You get creative. And that might be the real reason we're still here.